morning. Slept pretty good. It's 9 o'clock now, so I slept in. It was well needed and pretty warm here, so it's time to get up. I think we are going to be moving lakes tonight because of the lack of fish here, so up and at them. Well, that's an alright view. Little ashes in there. That's alright. Take a big old pancake, probably ruin it. There we go. Not so bad. Might have messed that up. I have to put more oil down there. What's she done? See white chocolate chips in there. Bam! I like this whole having a plate thing. Luxury. Alright, we got our big old pancake and some local, real Canadian maple syrup. Alright? None of this Aunt Jemima nonsense. Although,
still delicious.
Yeah, I can't say I don't like that. What the hell do ya? Oh man.
Yeah?
Yeah.
Nailed it?
Oh yeah. There's our island. Back in the boat. Time to head down the lake. We really did want to stay here for 2 nights. You know, we busted our butts to get into here, and that was the whole plan, to have a relaxed day, which we haven't had. But it's just, what are we gonna do? Sit here and not fish all day long? But it's supposed to be a fishing trip. We're both in the same mind to get out here, so it's gonna take some work. Fish all the way out just to cover all our bases. I got an X wrap on right now. I've been fishing. Maybe I'll start trolling. Nice night last night. Real nice sunset. It was worth getting here. You know, now we know. Like I said, John had an idea to get back into these lakes for a while. One way to find out. Again, like I was saying too, maybe that's the reason there's no real portages into here, or any signs of people at all. Not a fire scar on a rock, not a campsite, not nothing. It's just because there's nothing back here. And this is the last lake, and or no, you can push on. You can push on and make a loop out of it, but this is just the start of that. And it was a lot of work to get into here. Alright, this is the steepest thing going. This is the start of the first portage today. And I'm stuck. There we go. It's straight uphill. Luckily, we cleared it. So, it should be. I didn't go past the big rock, but it was worth it. I'm happy I did it. It was not so shabby with just the canoe. No, I've been here the whole time, buddy. Oh. Just sitting. Coming up the second time, I had everything. I just carried my second backpack. It was way too much. My knees were wobbling.
I found the canoe was easier than this load.
Yeah, same. Yep. Well, folks, we ain't moving too quick today, but that's understandable. Just trying to get up this incline with the hard gear, the heavy part of our load.
That way.
Oh, shit. And into the bog we descend. Into the bog. That's such a heavy load too.
This is that scene in Lord of the Rings. Where Frodo goes down into the dead swamp.
Mr. Frodo, no! There's just no solid ground.
Go me.
I'm just commentating.
No, you're good.
All right, that's one trip down. Gotta go back for the canoe. I'm actually starving. That pancake has worn right off. I've got to switch something else. Hey, look at this. That's strange. It's not from either of us.
No way. What is it?
Maybe it is. It's a deep cut.
Mine.
Oh, okay.
Oh, yeah.
Nice.
Wow.
Look, one down, John. All right, we're on our last leg of the last portage for today. Just busting through these maples. It'll put us on our first lake again, or second lake really. First backcountry lake where we started, which we never camped on yet. So we'll give that a shot. We'll give that the old try. Fishing can't be any worse than where we were. And it puts us closer to our takeout spot sometime tomorrow. So all is well. John started apologizing for the fishing and all the work to get back in here for quote unquote no reason. I said, I don't regret a thing, buddy. Well, John, how good does that feel having those done?
Phenomenal. Just a weight off our shoulders, literally.
Yeah, there you go. Yeah, it is a really good feeling, very rewarding. It was kind of daunting waking up knowing we had to do that, but we got her done. And now, look at this beautiful lake. Go find ourselves a camp. We out ya. It's windier than it's been. It's kind of nice. It's not so hot. It's keeping the bugs down. Still very sunny, no real clouds to speak of. John's over there on the other side of the lake. We're just split up trying to just look for a good spot to camp. Seems like it's par for the course now. Before we split up, he said, "So are we just keeping any fish we catch now?" Meaning like, we're gonna eat something, we're gonna eat a fish if we catch it. I said, "I think we better." We'll see. We shall see. Even if we just catch a couple of those small little lakers, the size he caught the first day. Good little eaters. I'm more than happy with that. The wind is rushing. It's not German. I'm tucked in this little protected bay here, where it's pretty calm and relatively nice. But then over here, I'm telling you, the wind is just whipping through the trees. I don't know what John's doing. Maybe he's found a spot over there. His boat's stationary in the water. Okay, so I'm paddling up against the waves and wind to get to John over here. He called out for me, so I'm sure he's got a good spot or something over here. It's pretty windy. There's some whitecaps out here. I had to really point my nose upwind. Whew, that was a paddle. I haven't had to paddle like that all year. No doubt. Wow. Uh-huh. That looks heavenly. Okay, okay. I don't hate it. Okay. Whoo, I gotta catch my breath. That was a paddle and a half. It kicked up like crazy. Here we go. John's made me a nice little takeout. Let's go see what this potential campsite is all about. We got moss, so it's good. It's not all Labrador tea. Some pretty dense moss. Nice. Yeah.
Anywhere else you'd be like, let's move on.
Yeah, no, this is...
Here, this is...
it's open.
In here, like, you kind of got a little cot. Stake out here. Again, not perfect, but better than what we've had, and it's nice moss.
No, I like it. And I think there's something over here too. Somewhat of a trail. I imagine animal trail. But at least it goes through, or we will have access to firewood. Yeah, man, this is it, eh?
Yeah.
Okay, cool.
This is our best one yet.
Hell yeah. We'll have to find a spot for a fire, eh?
Yeah. It's one thing.
Maybe at the end there's a rock or something we can go sit on, or
Yeah.
some rocks at the shoreline.
We'll figure it out. Bush buddy, if nothing else, maybe.
Bush buddy's cool too. Yeah, this is the best we've had. And we go to that wind, and even in here it's not so windy. You can see it up there pushing the trees around. So maybe it'll be best of everything. Keep the bugs down, but not make us too cold. Yeah.
Any standing dead wood here? This would be a bad night for it. It's pretty clear actually. This guy's falling down. He's small though.
You can cut that.
Yeah, we'll cut that.
No, this looks pretty
Otherwise
safe.
we're good.
No, there's nothing, eh? That is rare.
Yeah. Yeah, it is actually.
Oh, black flies around. Oh, some dragonflies around too.
Nice.
Oh, and a butterfly. All right. Home sweet home.
Paradise.
My feet are getting beat up pretty good on this trip. I
I wore these vast boots that I don't normally wear. They're leather, and freaking, they're too heavy. They get wet, and then they get super heavy, and then they get mud in them, and then I'm just used to wearing things like this or whatever. So I brought camp shoes this time. I'm gonna change into them because you gotta take care of your feet when you're out here. They're leather and they're Gore-Tex too, I believe, yeah, so they really soak up the water. This weighs like, I don't know, man, much more than what I'm used to. So, in the future, I do have some Solomon hiking boots that are very lightweight, like trail runners type thing. So, wore those on the last trip with Doug to Killarney. I think that's what my footwear will be for this year. You guys have seen in the past, I've wore trail runners, I've wore, I started with big heavy boots, but I've wore trail runners, and then those, I think I like those. They're a happy medium. But I didn't know. I tried out a few different things for this trip that I normally wouldn't do. This trip, we've dubbed this trip Camp Failure.
There's little trees hanging over here, clinging to life, but it's evidently been that way for quite a while, because check out this tree that it's leaning against.
So that's the only one that's the only tree that's hanging over our camp at all. Might as well take it down. Just play it safe. It's got a weird angle, kind of close to the other one. My barrel! Oh no!
It actually didn't touch it.
I have abused this saw far too many times. Look at the dent in it. Look at that thing. Yeah, please. Well, I just got up from about probably a half hour, 45-minute nap. I set up my hammock to just get away from the bugs kind of thing, get into the breeze. And I was a little chilly, so I threw my thermarest in there. I remember from back in the day when I used to use like a Hennessy hammock, that if you only blow the thermarest up like 3/4 of the way, it works much better. So I did that, and I was super comfortable. Got my top cooled in there, everything. I had a pretty decent pitch on it today, so I think I'm gonna just sleep in this. It's much easier than setting up my tent, and yeah, it was very comfortable. So there is quite the breeze coming through here, quite a bit of wind. So I think I'll pitch my tarp right above it. Kind of leave it open on the one side. A-frame open on the one side with the option to pull it down here. Gotta get a ridge line across first. All the paracord in the world is in here. Boop. Alright, who knows what kind of knot we're gonna tie. Plenty of old man's beard, lichen, lots of fire starters. There's birch in this forest too. Oh, speaking of which, there's a dead one right there. We'll go push it over in a bit. Perfect, just made it. Okay, cool. This is looking good. Pull it back. Oh, I gotta pull it this way some. See, that's the beauty of these toggles, right? You can see the end of the hammock. I want it to come, so slide it that way. And then once I peg it down everywhere, it won't slide around easy, but perfect. Covering both sides. There it is, not too shabby. Nice and airy. Protection from wind and rain. Not that there will be any, but I'll still be able to look up and see out. I'll let you know in the morning if I feel the same way. I'm getting pretty hungry. I think it's time for some pepper beef and rice. The bugs have found me after my hibernation. Gotta say, it looks pretty cool. John's in his amok. How do you say it? Amok? Amok?
Amok?
Amok? Pretty nifty. Hi.
Hi.
It's you laid, what is it? What is the word? Perpendicular?
Yeah, perpendicular to the ridge line.
Right.
So it needs this sleeping mat inside, because otherwise there'd be nothing to support you.
Right, and you can set that up like a chair and all that fun stuff.
Yeah,
right?
you can put your
Right.
feet down, and
Yeah.
then pull some straps here, and you got chair mode for reading.
That's pretty cool.
There's a beer holder.
Yeah. Nifty.
It's pretty nifty.
Okie doke. Gotta get the bush buddy rocking, I think. Believe it or not, there are no rocks around here to put this bush buddy on top of up here, so I got it in the top of my, in the dish part of my billy can, my zebra. I'm sure that'll be more than sufficient, and if not, got water here, water there. You can take care of it, but I'm sure it'll be fine. Oh, in the sun it's warm. Oh my goodness. Oh man. Oh man. Roasting. Got some birch bark and some small twigs and a lot of stuff in my water. Might not even need the birch bark, but we'll use it. not very sturdy. It's all just moss. There's no real ground here. Good thing is I only have to boil water. It's not like I have to rehydrate in here. I'm just boiling water and I'm pouring it into my Alpine Air pouch. So this will be quick and I'll be over this. Done doing this. We're gonna have to find a different spot if we're gonna have a fire tonight at all.
Yeah,
We can't even do it in this. Like,
for sure.
geez, we're boiling. All right. Oh, we're gonna fall over. We removed the oxygen absorber already. That's toasty. We got to fill to easy fill line 8. I believe it said easy fill 8. 2 cups. It's gonna be sketchy. Touch more. A little bit more, soupy. No, we'll call it good. We'll call it good. We can always add a little bit more at the end. All right, you're supposed to stir this and let it sit. We're gonna give it a little shake. Oh, it expands when you shake it. Maybe don't shake it. Maybe don't shake it. Ten to 12 minutes. I have some boiled water here if that's of any use to you.
Well, to be honest, I was gonna have popcorn for dinner.
There you are. Popcorn it up. Really?
Yeah. I had kind of a late lunch.
That's true.
I'm not actually that hungry.
A big breakfast slash lunch.
Yeah, yeah. I've been snacking pretty generously.
Looks as if the wind's dying down some. We might be able to go fish tonight. That'd be ideal. Just checked the food, got a couple more minutes to wait, but that's a pretty nice site, man. Pretty good spot. I'm glad the wind died down, but the bugs are happy too. Oh, there's one on my one on my lens. Two on my lens. All right, finished product. John's gonna make up some popcorn. None of this Jiffy Pop nonsense.
No.
He's yelled at people.
Hate
before,
that stuff.
I heard. I was scared when I heard it.
So just enough oil, vegetable oil, to coat the pan. Get that good and hot first, and then add your kernel corn.
And just put a thin layer, you said.
Yeah, just a thin layer. If you stack the corn, it's not going to pop properly. And even one layer of kernels in this pot is going to fill the pot once it all pops. So
Nice.
yeah, you can hear my oil starting to pop. I could test it with some water, but I'm sure it's good to go. Put in my popcorn. Hit a flash point there. Just stuff started happening. You can hear it. Yeah. There she goes. She's rocking. Stand back.
Cooking with oil now.
It's a little scary. Eh? It seems like something that's about to explode.
Like a rocket.
Violently.
It just shoots up into the sky. I can smell it.
And eventually, if you put too much in, it'll like pop off the lid. But this lid is actually on very tightly, so it won't. It's all warped. So.
I just saw
there you
it
go.
pop up some.
And as soon as the popping starts to slow, about now, you might get a few more kernels if you leave it on, but you might also burn your entire batch, so it's not worth it.
Right,
yeah.
okay. Very cool. I'm gonna have to pick this
Let's
up
have
and
a
try
look.
this. Oh my, that looks... I have butter.
Yeah?
Yeah. That looks amazing, dude.
Oh.
Alright. Oh yeah, it is buttery.
Yeah, the oil coats it pretty well. It's pretty good.
It's awesome for camping.
I'm telling you, it's so much better with the salt and vinegar powder, but
No doubt.
or whatever, you know, whatever your fancy is.
Right. Extra
Ketchup,
salt.
sour cream and onion.
Mayo chup. Alright, we going fishing. Wish us luck. There's a beaver swimming over there. Beaver. Imagine if we get close enough, he'll slap his tail in the water. No fish. No fish Joe. Johnny one fish. Well, skunked once again. I don't know what to think, but I'm going back to the camp because I am a chilly boy. John collected some rocks along the shore, so that was really cool. Now we can have a little fire up there safely. I gotta get warm. I gotta throw like my puffy jacket on, and I might steal a few popcorn kernels from you if that's all right. Oh, nice. Yeah, we could double up on the oil.
Expecting all these fish fries.
Yeah. But we'll sit around, have a little fire, maybe have some sketch, some popcorn, and tomorrow I think if we get up early enough, we'll hop over the two beaver dams. Me and John were saying to where he caught his laker the first day, and if we can squeeze one out there, that would be just a cap on the trip for us. So maybe we'll try it in the morning. We'll see. So we got to put the biggest flattest rock we have down first to make sure we keep it up off the ground. So start with that guy and build around it.
Right here?
I think so, yeah.
How's that?
Yeah, I think that's great. Just have to puzzle piece it in and build it up a bit.
I think more than walls, we just want surface area.
Yeah, I think so. We can just put a tiny little bit of a wall.
Yep.
Call it good. Yeah, surface area.
Is there a chimney stone we could rig up somehow? This might work.
Yeah, we could do that. Yep. Yep.
It's pretty weak.
That's
Pretty
all right.
small, but
Put this one too.
we got what we got now.
Yeah, that's fine.
Yeah.
It's gonna work good.
Yeah.
I tasted that one.
It's like chicken.
Alright, that looks alright, eh?
Yeah.
Not too shabby.
I could burn stuff on that.
Yeah, it'll burn stuff. It'll make some ash. And check it out, all this lichen old man's beard on the twigs. It's gonna go up real good. We're gonna keep this fire really small and smoky as possible. We don't really need too much heat, but we are gonna keep it for the bugs and to cook up some popcorn and stuff. We're gonna douse it with a bunch of water, the whole area before we go to bed as well, just to make sure. Try to be as safe as possible. It's probably best practice, I assume. Man, camping here in Crown, man, just wood everywhere. You camp in parks and it's like, it's a hike to find half this.
Oh, it's a tinderbox in here, man.
Yeah, it is. Yeah, that's the reason we're being careful too.
Yeah. Oh yeah. One spark.
That's pretty slick.
Alright, we're camping now for real. We got some garlic bread on. Let's put some cheese up on that piece. We got some, oh snap.
Up on that piece.
Up on that piece. We got popcorn. I burnt it a little, guys, but you know what? I put some Montreal steak spice on there and some butter. So we're just loving it. It's super good.
You gotta be the first person on earth to put Montreal steak spice on popcorn.
I don't know about that. I think it's a pretty common thing.
Is it working?
It's so good.
Yeah.
It's honestly really good. I would eat a handful of Montreal steak spice by itself. What's wrong with your stomach, Joe? I might put a piece of salami on there, to be honest with you.
Oh, that's a
Do you want
good
that?
idea.
Let's do that.
Yeah.
Yeah?
Yeah.
Okay. Half rancid. Damn, look at that. We are not peasants out here, I will tell you. A little sriracha. Open this piece. Alright, this is the closest to pizza we're gonna get. We got garlic bread, salami, sriracha. I don't know why I'm talking like that. I'm getting a little smoked out here. Alright. I'm gonna fold it.
Ooh, calzone.
Oh my goodness. Oh man.
Diving in.
Bro.
With fried cheese too. Oh man.
This is to die for.
That's good living.
So, John uses his food barrel. That's how he's able to have things still intact, like a freaking box of cookies or garlic bread. There's certainly something to be said about that.
Yeah, it doesn't work for a single carry though. That's for sure.
Right. Oh, it's all trip dependent, man. All trip dependent. You gotta figure out what you want to do, what you're gonna do, and then meet those parameters. I like this though. I like this a lot. Like this is worth a lot right now.
Proof we're good boys.
Alright, we think it's time for bed now, so we gotta take care of this fur.
Enjoy it.
Oh yeah. Oh, steam bath. You can't see anything. There you go. I'm hoping I stay comfortable, warm, and asleep in this piece tonight.
keep it not too full, but with the cold air, it did deflate a bit. We sleep asymmetrically. Alright folks, wish me good sleep here, because I hope I get one. We'll see you in the morning. Good night.
Well, what was I thinking the past 2 nights? Oh my goodness. That was a glorious sleep. I slept like a baby, very comfortable, and didn't have to even find a flat footprint. My eyes are about to swell shut though. Can you see that? I think John pointed out a bite I had about there yesterday, and I can see the bottom part of my eye just in my vision. So that's good. But there's been a little bit of pitter-patter rain throughout the night, which was really nice on the tarp. And also there's been some thunder this morning. So doesn't look too bad right now. The sky's nice and clear, but the big lake that we have to paddle out on is big. The big lake is big. So John's got a fire rocking already. I think it's past 9 o'clock. We're gonna get some breakfast on. Son of a gun.
Thunder, loons, breeze, fire crackling, some nice noises.
ASMR overload.
Yeah. It's worth a shot.
I totally agree. All right, we're packing up camp right now. Like John was just saying, we're gonna drop our stuff off. We're gonna drop our stuff off on an island and go hop over the 2 beaver dams into the other part of this lake where John caught the baby laker the other day. So if we can hop over into there and pull a few fish out, we'll be happy boys. And if not, we will know that we exhausted every single possibility here, and I'll feel all right about that too.
Yep.
There is thunder quite often now, so hopefully I can catch some in the camera for you guys, but we'll leave the big camera out for now, see how she goes. Well, Jono, a little buggy.
Yeah.
We got to the end.
Made it.
We have a pretty decent paddle along this this big lake. Oops, you're a little tilted. Pretty decent paddle to get out here on this lake. So we're fueling up at the end with some wraps, some crackers and cheese and stuff. Just kind of wrapping up the trip here. It was a really good time. John was able to pull out, oh, I didn't tell you, yeah, as you can imagine, my fishing was no great on that last lake, but John was able to pull out a laker at the very last minute. You were like ready to, I was already at the dam, like it was time to go, and John's like, fish on! I'm just like crushed, just crushed, but happy for him, but
The
crushed.
spot you were just fishing.
Right, like 3 times.
Insult to injury.
Yeah, but hey, listen, 2 fish over the course of however many days it's just not really, you know what I mean?
No.
It's not really worth calling that a fishing lake or going back into there for fishing or anything, but we know that now. So I'll probably wrap it up here. Huh? Thanks, John, for inviting me. Had a good time.
No, thank you for enduring this with me. It would have been awful alone, and you never complained. Like, John, why would you pick this horrible route? Which it was. It was horrible. With not even the fishing to compensate us. So thank you. Good guy.
I'm sure we'll do it again. We'll see you guys on the next one. Bye-bye. Check out John's channel, Backcountry Angling Ontario.